let the students write the exams, but then they cannot either access their results. Because when you stop them from writing exams, it means they'll have to come back and write. That's an automatic carryover. That's like an extra year for some people, depending on the level you are in the school. So I think what's fair, considering how tough things are right now in Nigeria, considering how, I do not think, of course, there are exceptions where the students who are into gambling, but then if you check the demographics, there are more students who are barely surviving, who are having to work different jobs just to make ends meet. And for those kind of students, allowing them skip examinations means enforcing depression, means enforcing frustration. And I'm not sure our school system wants that too. Let us do something that's more balanced. Can we have them write the exams, but maybe not have access to their results? It's better that they take that chance than losing out on both ends. I don't know if you have a different opinion, Miracle.
No, actually, I certainly agree with what you said. Like, you spoke like a mother, like a leader too. All right, so I totally agree with what you said, and though you said that was a parenting advice or a parental advice, but I don't think he should maybe conclude that students are using their fee for gambling. We know that they are notorious students. We know that they are stubborn students who are likely to use their fee for gambling and all of that, but it shouldn't be generalized. And I want to believe that for them to make this or take this action means that it's not just a one section non-payment thing. Yeah. Probably something that has happened over time. Maybe a student who is in his or 400 level, let me say 300 level, has not paid 100 second and 200 level. So, and we know that it's from all of those payments. I'm going to talk from both sides, both angles. Now, we know that from all of those payments, the school is able to settle bills, payments, staff, and all that things. So if these payments don't come in, how do we expect the schools to run? That is one angle. Then looking at students who are in the habit of not paying their tuition fee or their school fees. They've done that first, second year, and probably this is the third year. They just have to do something. And we know that there are certain times where you don't do anything, nothing will happen. So except you make decisions like this, then you would see people on their toes trying to, okay, I really need to write these exams, I need to hustle, I need to get the money. That's for those that genuinely do not have the money. While other students who actually have the money and have used it for gambling and the rest, they just look for a way to just gamble again. We're not asking to gamble, but then look for a way to get money and pay. If they don't do something like this is me thinking, oh yeah, imagine putting myself in the shoes of the leaders there. If they don't make this kind of decision, probably it will continue to happen. You have students not paying, and they just feel, okay, at the end, I will just hustle and get my results or see my results. But if something like this is being done, then I think it will make them really want to work more. But on the other hand, I know we've spoken to students and how they really complain about the increase in their tuition fee and all of that. And we can't really tell why schools are increasing their school fees. I really don't know why institutions are doing this. And it's making people really struggle. Students are actually struggling. I know I have come in contact with certain students or some students who deeply shared their concerns of, okay, initially we're paying so amount. It's not like their parents' salary has increased, but then still the same salary, still the same hustle, and then tuition fee is being increased. So how do they balance up, knowing that things are a little bit tough in the country? So how do they expect to balance off? So I just feel they should, as you have said, as a leader that you are, I just feel they should exercise more patience, be more lenient to the students, as much as they really want to take actions like this to ensure that students pay. And as much as they are doing this, they should also consider their tuition fee. If they have increased it, maybe you step it down and see what happens. Because students need to go to school. They need to be educated. They need to know what to do after school. And school is like I would say, the foundation where you get everything, both academical learning, social learning, and emotional learning, emotional education, and every other thing. So if they are not able to do this, then we have more students or more young people on the streets doing things that we would not want to mention.
I like that you've put that out. When you spoke about increments in school fees, I realized that we have some government or public institutions that have raised their school fee
Exactly.
to
And
over 100,000.
so many people are like, okay, I want to go to government because
It's
it's
affordable.
more affordable. But now government is almost like private. So what do you expect from the students and their parents, to be very precise?
And I know that most schools have flexible payment options to the tune of just 2 sessions, so you can pay first and second. But maybe if we spread it across, allow people to, since now you've increased the money, if the money is 100K, can people pay 5 times? If it's something easy, because we are looking for what is practical and what is realistic, rather than them not paying, because there are people who are chronic debtors. That's different. Those ones who owe for first, second, third, fourth level, and I mean, there's nothing they're trying to do. But there are people you can see that they're very genuine. They're working so hard, and they only owe maybe for 2 semesters. And there's a problem. So there's a place for a real communication gap that has to be filled between the lecturers, between the school administration, and the students. And in some cases, the SUG does not even represent the entire interest of the student, because sometimes it becomes very selfish. So if the management can make provision to hear from the students, if there's proper documentation, you realize that there are students who have been faithful, but all of a sudden, for their third year, they can't pay, then something is wrong. Some people even lose their...
talk about the students' loan.
Nelfon.
Yeah.
Yes, they are saying that, but I mean, there's been a whole lot of hiccups with Nelfon recently. So I think that in a whole is can be another way of obstructing students accessing it. But if Nelfon is working in that school, fine. But we've seen a whole lot of news around Nelfon with EFCT, some battles that we have no idea how long it will be fought for. But I think we can move on to the next story.